All right, guys, what's happening? What's happening? It is Monday, December 20th, 2021. And this morning's topic, man, is going to be one that I just enjoy talking about. And that is relationships are everything. I got the privilege of spending this weekend with some great friends that I've been able to build a relationship with in this capacity, in a social media capacity primarily. And when we get to take those relationships from online to offline, man, it's just a lot of fun. And it really reminds you of exactly how important relationships are to us in our lives, what they can do for us personally, what they can do for us in business. And so that's what we're going to talk about this morning. Let's get started.
It is ultimately important for you to look at your goals, truly what you want to do in your life. And then look at the people who you spend the most time with in your life and figure out if that lines up.
All right, guys, what's happening? Happy Monday to you. Hope you guys had an awesome weekend, and it is good to be back with you this morning. This morning, I wanted to talk about relationships, and the reason I wanted to talk about them is, I got to spend some time with some of my friends from online, some people that I met in social media land, and was able to have, two of those people come into Pittsburgh to visit this weekend. Went to the Steelers game yesterday. And all day, man, I was just, had this constant reminder, right, of, and we talk about it all the time, just how important relationships are and friendships are in our lives. But, when those relationships really turn into just really meaningful relationships, really great friendships, like people that you can depend on, and you start to build, kind of a community of these people that you can depend on, you're reminded of just how important relationships really are, right? And, just how full they make your life feel, how full they make you feel. And so I was honored and privileged to have Joy Farley and Scott Simons in this weekend. Scott traveled all day Saturday. His flight got delayed and spent pretty close to, I believe, 16 or 18 hours flying from North Dakota. He was in North Dakota for the JMU North Dakota State game, and then his travels just got crazy. So he went from North Dakota to Minneapolis to New York to Pittsburgh to make it here, with lots and lots of delays in between. But when Scott got here and I picked him up yesterday morning, man, it was like nothing ever happened. And man, we just had a blast. We went to the game and spent some time tailgating out in the parking lot. We met some incredible people that live right down the street from John Rugg. I'm not sure if John's watching here this morning, but was able to, kind of create a business relationship that will benefit John because, I met somebody that's in real estate that needs a lot of paving done. And just had a great time, just being able to take it all in. Joy is from Charlotte. So Scott is from Virginia. Joy is from Charlotte, North Carolina. Joy's brother plays for the Tennessee Titans. So it was awesome to have her here and to get to watch her little brother play in the NFL here at Heinz Field in my hometown, getting the chance to show them around. And as I was taking it all in, man, there was probably 4 or 5 times yesterday where I was just kind of overwhelmed by that feeling of, just how many incredible relationships we're able to have in this day and age, right? To be able to look into a camera here this morning, talk into a microphone for those of you listening on the podcast, and to be able to somewhat build a relationship with people. And in a lot of cases, really build a friendship and a relationship with people that it might start here, right? It might start in this online version. But at some point in our lives, when those relationships, grow over a period of time, they almost always end up offline instead of just online. And that, folks, is where the real gifts are. When you get to spend time and space with people and you get to build relationships, and, Joy got to meet our children and spend time with our kids. And, It's just been an incredible couple of days. And I'm just so grateful. And I'm reminded of just how incredible all the relationships that I've been able to build in my life are to me, how special they are to me. And so to all of you watching and to all of you listening, from me to you, man, I just thank you for being here. And thank you for being part of my life. Thank you for being part of this journey and supporting what it is that I do. Many of you that watch this are connected with me for a million different reasons and have come through a million different channels to be able to connect with me and connect with this show and the other people that watch it and listen to it. And, as we went into this holiday week, I thought, man, what a great point to talk about is just how important those relationships are. And this week, taking the time, to reach out to people, to reconnect with people that maybe you haven't connected with in a while, wishing people a Merry Christmas, just take the time, right? Take care of those relationships that you have, really be grateful for them because, not everybody gets to have relationships like that. And, when you get them, when you have friends that, you can depend on that care about you and you care about them and they care about your family and, you end up doing business together. It's like, man, what else is there, man? It is so incredibly humbling to think about just how many relationships that I've been able to build in my life and how many of those people are those people that like, man, if you need something, if something's not going right, like if I'm under the weather or, I'm not here for a couple of days, the number of people that reach out just to see if I'm okay or ask if they can do anything or, my wife's been sick, people bringing stuff to the house, to help out, bringing chicken noodle soup to the house, for example, it's incredible. And so when we think about that and how full our lives are as a result of those relationships, I hope that you all take a pause this morning and just spend a couple minutes in gratitude for those relationships. And I certainly did this morning. I woke up and I started thinking about just how many incredible people are in my life, from the people that I'm privileged to work alongside every day, to my business partners, to the people that live close here, the people that live all across the country. There's a guy that lives around the corner that works for us now that literally uprooted his life and moved across the country to be here in Pittsburgh. And, when you think about that, you think about all the decisions that people make to be able to build these relationships, people coming to work for our company that left great careers to do so. From the people that just pour their heart and soul into our mission and, really support our vision and just buy into it. It's incredible, man. And it's humbling. It's like, it gets to a point of making you emotional because people have a choice of how they spend their time. They really do have a choice. They could do anything they want with their time. And when they choose to spend it with you, or they choose to work for your company, when they choose to, create space where you can coexist together outside of the office. And it's just incredible. And so it was a great reminder, a great refocuser this weekend for me to just be around great people and people coming in from out of town, sacrificing their time close to the holidays to come here and spend time with me and my family and my kids. Just awesome, man. And so I encourage you guys, when you look at that and you think to yourself, I think sometimes we think, social media is just social media. These are our social media friends. And we talked about this a lot yesterday, standing outside before the game. The world of social media, guys, is not just social media anymore. It's becoming more normal for people to have incredible relationships. Ryan Austin, I love you too, brother. And I feel the same, man, like family, right? And that's a great example, right, of a relationship. Ryan and I became friends through social media. And now, we're like family, man. Trudy's on here. Trudy works for our company. Trudy worked at the bank that we use, right? And we just hit it off, became friends, and literally we were like family before she decided to come and work for our team at the Pavement Group. And we built and deepened our relationship through social media, because you can really get to know people through their actions, their posts, their podcasts, in this case, on social media. So I want you guys to think about that. Are you using these tools that are available to you? Are you using them to the best of your ability? For me, guys, it has changed my life. It's built relationships that have legitimately been life-changing for me in so many ways, right? Just the friendships, the relationships, the business relationships, the business opportunities that have, come to fruition as a result of just talking into this camera every morning, interacting with people, caring about what's going on in somebody's life, and commenting and genuinely having care for how people are living. And so I ask you that question, is there something more you could do? Is there something you could be doing daily with social media that could change your life the way that it's changed mine? And I hope you're doing it. I hope that the people that are in the comments on this show, if you're watching this live, connect with those people. They're all here for the same reason. When you think about why people show up to watch a show like this, to listen to a show like this, there's a community aspect to this that I believe a lot of people underestimate. I assure you, I do not, because that community aspect has changed my life. It has made me see things that I've never seen before. It's made me believe in humanity in a way that I've never believed before, because I see the very best in people every single day. I see people that want to help, people that, have not always had it easy, that find brotherhood and sisterhood and relationships in spaces like this. And this isn't the only space. There's lots of them, right? There's lots of spaces where you can go connect with like-minded and like-hearted people that will help change your life, that will help make your life better. It'll help make your life feel more full. You'll never feel alone. And I remember points in my life where I did feel like that. I did feel alone. I felt misunderstood. I felt like, there wasn't anybody out there that really got me in my life. I had lots of friends, but I didn't really ever feel understood. And so when you find a space where there's like-minded, like-hearted people, and those people seem to understand you, don't hesitate, man. Don't listen to those things that people say about social media just being social media. Because social media will give you some of the most incredible people that believe what you believe, that think what you think, that challenge you to be better. And they will help shape your life into something amazing. Something that at one point you probably thought wasn't very likely. So relationships are everything, guys. This Monday, it's Monday, December 20th, a couple of days before Christmas. It's the holiday week. So many special things happen this week, right? So ask yourself that question. Maybe who is there in your news feed? Who is there in your friends list? Who is in your phone book, in your phone, that you could reach out to and lift their spirits today? How can you build a relationship with someone that maybe needs it right now? Just maybe needs some love, man, needs some support. Even if there's somebody that's hurt you in the past, maybe you give them another shot. Maybe giving some grace this Christmas is the exact gift that people need. So I ask you that question. I'll leave you with this. What is it that you could be doing on social media to help find your tribe? Every single day, you can utilize this tool to build relationships. Now, I will tell you, not every relationship that I've built on social media has worked out. Some people are not who they seem to be online, but a lot of them are. A lot of them are. And I'm looking at a list of those people right now in the comments. I read reviews of this podcast and messages that I get in DM. Every single day. every single day of amazing people who are exactly who they say they are. I've met almost all of you in person. And when I think about that, and I think about the millions and millions of people that are out there on social media that we have the ability to connect with, I can't help but think that just one decision at a time, one connection and relationship at a time, one morning of encouragement at a time, we actually can change the world together. You can change your own life, and by changing your own life, you change the world. Because when you change your life, you're going to pour into dozens and dozens and dozens of other people, and they're going to do the same. If you want to look at an interesting statistic here, I'll do it on my calculator live here for you. So if every person contacts 10 people, and that 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 person contacts 10 people and helps them, what you're going to get is 1 million people impacted. 1 million people impacted. Think about that, guys. 1 million people impacted by just one person helping 10 people and helping 10 people and helping 10 people. One person can change the world. Ask yourself if you're doing that in your own life every single day, man. We need an army to do this, man. We need an army of people with hope and optimism and motivation, and the people who've been there and done it, reaching out and helping. Last night we had dinner after the game, and the entire conversation at dinner was around how we can help more people. And stay tuned, because there's some things coming that are going to help all of you. We do a pretty good job of helping contractors, I think, with Top Contractor School. There's a lot of people out there that need to be helped that aren't in the construction space. And that was our conversation last night. How can we do that? And how can we help more people, man? How can we make this world a better place, just one person at a time? My man, Ryan Austin, the power of helping people, man, one person per day. That's it. Ask yourself if that is you right now. Are you helping one person per day? Are you lifting up one person per day, motivating them, helping them through a tough time? That's all it takes. That's all it takes. But trust me, guys, you have more impact than what you believe. I have more impact than what I recognize. It's hard to wrap your mind around it. Almost every week, I talk to somebody that is listening to or watching the show that has never commented, never liked, never left a review, but they're listening and they're consuming, and they tell me how that's helped them help other people. And so I ask you, what is your mission this week? What is it? How are you going to help people? How are you going to make somebody's Christmas week brighter? By just taking a couple of minutes. That's all it takes. I encourage you to do that today. I encourage you to do that this week. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Happy Monday to you all. Thank you guys for being here as always. I love you guys. And I will see you tomorrow morning, same place, same time, right here on Morning Perspective. Love you guys.
It is ultimately important for you to look at your goals, truly what you want to do in your life, and then look at the people who you spend the most time with in your life and figure out if that lines up.